What's going on, you guys? My name is Zach Hartley. Today is August 28th. It is day 2 of our small account challenge, and unfortunately, it did not start very well for us. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm in my trading platform here. As you can see, I'm looking at Apple. This is the daily time frame. So this gray area here, this is pre-market, and then the market opened at 9:30 this morning. This is what it's traded like today on a 1-minute candlestick chart. So as you can see, we had basically an initial drop down to about the 500 level, a recovery to 503, another double test of the 500 mark, another recovery to 503. We came all the way back down and tested the 500 mark. We broke through it, and since then we've had a little bit of a recovery. So today, early morning, when I woke up, I saw that we had basically bottomed at 503, topped out at 503 again, and we were on our way back down. Now, this bottom here was right at the $500 level, and 500 is a nice big round number, so a lot of people like to place orders there. It usually means that when it hits that level, it's going to drop significantly or it's going to bounce up. Now, because it had already bounced once from the 500 level, and that is how I thought I was going to play the day, and so I made 3 trades on this, basically at that $500 level, expecting it to bounce back up to 503. Now, unfortunately, my executions were not very good at all. I did not get in at the levels I wanted to, and so my first 2 trades actually didn't do anything for me. I think I netted a loss when I paid my commissions, so that's what I mean by the day did not start out very well. I was super discouraged. I was down 2 trades, and it did not go very well. But my last trade, I got in right here when it broke up. So I saw that. I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit, just so I can explain my strategy to you here. So we had a big bounce at 500. I was like, okay, that's exactly what I expected. I expected a bounce off 500. We started to come up, and then we had a big pullback, and I was thinking, oh no, what's going to happen here? But what I saw was that we did not break through this kind of 501.30 level. We had a candle wick here, here, and here that basically tested the low that basically formed a new support level. And then on top of that, we had a high right here at 11.11. We had another high here at 11.15 that was slightly lower. And then from that point, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 lower and lower candles. So what that formed in my mind was a descending triangle. So I had support at 501.30. I had a descending pattern right here. And I had initial upright support because we had a bounce off of 500. So I did expect this stock to go upside, and that's exactly what happened. So I caught this break right here where we went from 501.50 to about 502.50, 502.75. However, I was trading the option, so I'm going to zoom in onto that play right now, and I'm going to show you here. Now, I have arrows on my screen, but I don't think my screen recorder captures it. So I'm just going to show you where I got in and out. So I bought into the descending triangle right here at 11.14, and I sold out both of my positions at 11.22, and I basically made this amount of profit right here. So that white line right here, that's about the profit that I made, and that gave me, I think, a $60 profit on this trade. After my trading commissions, I'm going to end up netting 22.5. So let me show you this. So I'm going to pull up my account here. This is the summary for the day. So my profit and loss on the day was $60 US. I did 2 different things here. So I bought the calls and I bought the puts. I bought the $500 level on each of these, and they both expired August 28th. So I am buying and selling these options, but I am day trading them. So in reality, the strike price and the expiry date don't actually matter to me. What is most important is that the option trades like the stock, and it has enough volume so that I can get in and out at reasonable spread. So those are the 2 main factors when I look at which options to trade when it comes to strike price, expiration, and things like that. So let me go into my execution. So as you can see here, I'm going to open this up a little bit. I started with the puts, and then I transferred to the calls. So I started with the puts, and basically I bought in at $2.45. I bought 1 contract at $2.45. So that initial position was $245 US, and I ended up selling it about 12 minutes later at the exact same price. So I lost $11 in commissions basically and wasted my time. Right after that, I lost about $10 on my next call option. So I bought in at 11.05, sold it at 11.12, lost $10 on this trade, and paid $10 in commission. So definitely not a good way to start the morning. At this point, I was a little discouraged. I was a little bit frustrated. I saw the trend, I had it going, but I wasn't taking advantage of it because I just wasn't getting in at the right times. So at this point, it's basically 11:14. I'm feeling a little discouraged. It's not going the way I wanted. And then I saw that descending triangle pattern form, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be my last shot for the day. If this doesn't go well, I'm gonna put a tight stop loss on it, and I'm just gonna call it a day and take the loss. If it does go well, then I'm going to try and make a little bit of profit and just end the day in the green, and that's pretty much what happened. So I bought 2 contracts at the $500 call at $3.80 at 11.14, and I sold one at $4.10, and I sold another one at $4.20, and that was about 7 minutes later. So I basically held this as we got to the end of that triangle. I caught the breakout up, and then I sold it when I was happy with the profit. So on the day, we netted $60. Now I'm going to add in the commissions. When you add up all of these commissions, we actually ended up with $22.5 in profit. So I paid more in commissions than I actually made today, but that is okay. The reason that is okay is because I ended in the green on the day. It is much, much better to end up positive and in the green on the day than to end up negative and end up red. I don't mind this. It was a tough day. I didn't have great luck trading. I didn't get the executions I needed, but it is much, much better to be green than it is to be red. So I called it a day. I said that's enough for trading today, and I feel happy. I feel good about the trade. I'm going to go hit the gym in a little bit, and I'm going to call it a day on that. Even though the stock kept running, I obviously had a couple more opportunities, but you know what? Sometimes that's it. So today we ended up $60. We basically finished the day with 22.5 in profit after you pay commissions. But yesterday we made $79, and today we made 22.5, which means we've officially crossed the $100 barrier on a $1,000 account. We are up 10% on our initial account in less than 2 days. So I'm super happy with those results right now. I can't wait to see what the next week entails. I'm going to be making more videos about this. They probably won't be every day. I'm going to basically compartmentalize a couple of days into updates. But so far, we are up 10% on our account. It has only been 2 days. I am super stoked on this. If you guys are interested in learning about stocks or learning about options, or you want to sign up for Quest Trade, the links are in the description, so please check that out, and please consider subscribing to my channel. I would sincerely appreciate it. My only goal is to help you out, especially new traders with small accounts. That is the reason I am doing this challenge. I want to give you inspiration, I want to give you techniques, I want to give you strategies for how you can overcome some of these barriers when you trade with a small account. So definitely hit me up, hit that subscribe, send me an email if you have questions, anything you want. I'm here to help. See you soon.